A treatise on the law concerning names and changes of names. From the legal point of view, the consideration of the subject of names presents very abnormal difficulties from the initial obstacle that it is almost impossible to properly define a name. With one or two rare exceptions, which will be afterwards referred to, nothing in the nature of a right which can be enforced against either a specific person or the community at large is created either by the circumstances of origin, by prescription or by custom. Usage and the custom derivable from usage have created precedents and procedure, but nothing more. These can be recited and applied, but there are no circumstances in which they can be enforced, and, consequently, they are not cognizable by their law. There is no leading case, nor in fact a case of any kind, which has necessitated a legal interpretation of the conundrum, what is a name? And with the exception, perhaps, of the Du Boulay case, 6 Moore, PC 430, NS, 31, 38 liters. J, PC 35, LR2 PC 430, 17 IWR 594, the result of which was purely negative. In every case in which a name has been a more or less material issue, the real point at issue has been something else, usually the interpretation of a trust clause, and the matter of the name has been merely correlative. The subject is complicated by the fact that, haphazardly from time immemorial, but consistently since, at any rate, the reign of Charles II, the Crown has asserted the matter of names and changes of name to be within its prerogative, but it has, whilst definitely asserting this attitude through such of its ministers and officers as are concerned with the subject, as persistently avoided putting its prerogative to the test of legal action. It has, moreover, and equally consistently, connived at wholesale disregard in some other of its departments of its asserted prerogative, and in this state of uncertainty undoubtedly lies the responsibility for the unsatisfactory position which exists at the moment. The few statutory enactments which can be referred to are not of the smallest use in defining the status of a name, and in the attempt to arrive at some approximation as to what that status is, it will be necessary to glance briefly at the origin of names.